What was Kant's real stance on religion? Have you ever wondered how a philosopher could shape our understanding of religion? Immanuel Kant is one such thinker whose views on religion are both intriguing and complex. His stance is often seen as a bridge between traditional belief and a more critical philosophical approach. So, what did Kant really think about religion? Kant identified himself as a theist. He believed in a living God who is holy, just all-knowing and all-powerful. This is quite different from the deistic view of God, who merely sets the universe in motion and then steps back. Kant accepted that divine revelation could happen, but he did not see it as essential. Instead, he placed the highest authority in universal human reason when it comes to understanding religious truth. Kant made a clear distinction between what he called genuine religion and pseudo-religion. For him, genuine religion is deeply moral. It requires people to follow ethical principles and cultivate a good will. He viewed Jesus Christ as a moral teacher, whose teachings align closely with his own ethical views. True religious service, according to Kant, is about following these moral teachings. In contrast, he criticized external rituals and superstitions that focus on outward displays of piety without true moral commitment. He believed these practices could mislead people away from authentic devotion. In his significant work, Religion Within the Limits of Reason Alone, Kant elaborated on his ideas. He argued that practices like prayer, church attendance, and sacraments can be beneficial if they help build a moral community and promote inner virtue. However, if these practices are merely about trying to win favor with God or replacing moral behavior, then they are misguided. Kant believed that true godliness combines both fear and love of God, motivating individuals to act with a morally good will. Kant was critical of traditional arguments for God's existence that relied solely on reason. He did not deny God's existence but thought that reason alone cannot provide certain knowledge of God. Instead, he proposed that faith, viewed as a rational assent beyond theoretical knowledge, is the right approach to religious belief. This faith supports moral commitment and the hope for immortality and divine justice, which reason alone cannot assure. Some people interpret Kant as being against religion because of his critiques of church practices and traditional proofs of God. However, others see him as trying to clarify and defend a rational, ethical core of religion. He aimed to separate beliefs grounded in morality and reason from those based on superstition and dogma. His approach marked a shift in the philosophy of religion, focusing on the moral role of religion rather than metaphysical speculation or institutional authority. Kant's views encourage religious communities to prioritize ethical living and moral education over ritualistic practices or hierarchical structures. His philosophy invites a broader look at religion that values universal moral principles and respects reason as the basis for belief and practice. This perspective offers a way to understand religion as a force for moral development and social unity, rather than just a set of doctrines or rituals.